Alrighty, my record button didn't work super quickly, but we have the Dusk Vigil. Seems to be a blizzard, kind of the ruins of a castle, which makes sense. We got some ice bombs, some ice birds, snowbirds. Do you know that snowbirds is the term they use for elderly retired people who like spend their winters in something like Arizona? So like if you live in New York or whatever, but you take your winters in Arizona with a rented house or a, I don't know, house that you own that you rent out to whatever. Anyway, but yeah, that's a term that you now know. Snowbirds. I learned that because I work for kind of the Medicare industry now. We'll see how long they keep me, given my poor sales performance. Anyway, we got some birds. Oh shit, the tank's going. There's kind of a behemoth. Yeah, kind of like a snowy yeti behemoth kind of thing. He needs to die before the second behemoth at the next wall will spawn. But tank is just gung-ho. That's fine. We're doing fine. We're doing great. Got an ice bomb. Got like this kind of crustacean-y, long-limbed, kind of crystal, whatever. As if a crystal ore cluster sprouted really thin little legs underneath it. Kind of. But yeah, ice birds. Sorry, snowbirds. Ice bombs. And here comes our second day. I guess every monster has to die for the second snowy yeti behemoth to spawn. Tank picks up aggro. Decides to keep running. No problemo. Get some more of those like crystal ore mobs. Get another bomb. Get another snowbird. I'll hit them all with my dots. I think somebody stood in a cone AoE. No problemo. So what, we go out. Gotta pick up the... Oh, there's another kind of yeti, white-furred behemoth kind of thing. Gotta pick up the item that he drops in order to work this damaged wench. There's the interaction. Now I can do it. Cool. And we're off. So this big old door opens. We got a big old woolly mammoth. Tank just really wants to kind of face him toward a corner, but I don't think it really matters. I saw a video where the tank who was doing the video said that it mattered, but the woolly mammoth still targeted his conal AoE just anywhere he freaking wanted to, so I don't really think it does matter. Tank popped a damage cooldown for whatever reason. It's all good. I have a targeting reticle on me. I think he's gonna... Oh, he tossed a rock at me. And then he has this large column attack, so I'm stunned. So the large column attack is him charging me. And I took a lot of damage. I think maybe it could be soaked if a tank stood in the column, but I have no idea. And better not to try. Let me get myself healed here. Oh, I'm stunned. I'm gonna die probably. Oh, there's the cone on me. I'm gonna die probably. Nope. Just drawn in. And then punted up into the air. And then the charge is probably gonna kill me. Cool, cool, cool. Or is it just percentage HP? I don't know. We'll get a couple big cures on me here. They said this is like a healer's fight to test yourself on, but eh. I think it's all percentage-based damage and not really something to worry about. I dropped to like 900 HP, but it's because I was the only one that was being targeted by its charge and stun mechanics. Maybe it's because of where I was standing? I don't know. Could not tell you. We're running along some more corridors. We got ice and stone walls on either side. Oh, you're taking some damage. Throw another region on you. Anyway, we got a paladin tank, a ninja, I believe, DPS, and a dancer for sure. Got some kind of zombie mobs. I'll just throw an AoE stun on them. Tank got threat. He's going to run on. Some more zombie mobs. They do have little column attacks, so you do want to watch out for that if you're tanking or just trying not to die. You know. Oh, let's get this key. You saw me going to the key. Why do you feel the need to also go to the key, you idiot? People. Maybe it could have been lag. You know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Could have been lag. Tank picked up threat on a couple of mobs that kind of attack once you get through that door. Got some more zombies which are going to spawn and run toward us in the middle here. Keep doing my AoE stun because it's fun. It does damage too. I am the damage dealer now. Got a free cure 2 coming your way, buddy. Hello. You're quite welcome. What's your gear situation like? Because you're... Oh, okay, you're like 530. Okay. You're pretty geared, I guess. Radiant damage is very good against undead monsters, so these zombies don't stand a chance. Picked up a key, I believe. Yep, and Lord Commander's key. Running to the next room. This is a tank fight, but it will be a lot of healing on my part. The tank is supposed to pick up all these kind of zombie mobs that are going to spawn here and there. It's actually not a bad idea to be stacked. It lets, well, have the DPS kind of stacked more or less behind the tank, or behind the boss. If he does any kind of an AoE attack behind him or kind of circled around him, we'll deal with it. Oops. Apparently some of these monsters that get to join the fray have cone attacks and otherwise, so something to keep in mind. Some circular attacks, the outside of the room becomes red area, which I would assume damages you if you stand in it. Got some chirurgeons, which usually means they're going to heal, so you want to kill them because they'll heal the other monsters. I'm getting attacked, or I was. I'm going to stand in the middle, keep AoE healing. Somebody's got a knockback. Yeah, it's down. It's not that bad. I at most I burned 20% of my mana. Ain't no thing. Tank did good, I think. Anyway, and we just run on to the north, and into a new zone. People have popped their sprints, including the tank, so I'll do the same. Got some kind of like Dimetrodon kind of things. We got one of those ice trap kind of floating plant things that'll shoot damaging shit from afar. Very annoying. Also very handleable. Just got to make sure that you know it's going to be attacking from afar. So as the tank, you just need to pick it up however you will. Get a heal on the tank here. A few heals. Why not? We'll spoil ya. We'll spoil ya, Mr. Tzank. We left a DPS behind because they were trying to exclusively deal with the ice trap. Oh, holy night, the white mage holy span. Oh, great. The dancer just decided to pick up some monsters, because obviously if you're not the tank, that's what you should be doing, right? Oh, and great, the other DPS, sorry, actually, it was the ninja that picked up the monsters. The dancer went on ahead without the tank and just started pulling this giant freaking wolf, because obviously that's what you should be doing as a DPS, not, you know, following the tank or anything like that. Just pick up whatever you feel like. Don't worry about the fact that you take a lot of damage and shouldn't be pulling at all. We may only... That's what I hate. I hate in... If you want to play a tank, if you want to pull, play a tank. If you're not a tank, don't pull. Simple as that. If you're the healer and your tank is going slowly and you're like, I can handle more, and you want to pull, it's a good idea to chat. Say, hey tank, we can go a little faster. I'm cool with it. Anyway, cutscene. There's a large statue of a woman with a long pole arm and a shield, probably like a Valkyrie kind of type. And this griffin just barrels through the upper half of her, knocks half the statue down, and then places one of its claws on the statue's head. And fight has begun. At some point in time, it will do a jail, G-A-O-L move, AOL, that originates from the center of this room. Free fall, what's that? Oh, cool, just attack me because it's a butt. So free fall will just attack a random, probably ranged, I guess. Whirling jail, there it is. You want to stand behind some rubble so you don't get pulled into the middle. And if you get pulled into the middle, you get knocked up into the air eventually. And that's annoying. Plus, anytime that you get pulled, so like every couple seconds it pulses a pull, I'm pretty sure you get kind of stunned. So you can't use your moves, your abilities, your weapon skills, whatever you want to call them. He'll do a cone attack. He'll do Winds of Winter, which I just believe is just a group-wide AoE you can't dodge. So I'm just going to get a dot on all of us. He'll destroy the old rubble piles. You just want to make sure you know where the new ones are. As the tank, you can... He's in jail? Oh shit, he is. I'm fucked. Whoops. Can you outrun it the entire time? Really? Ah, I outran it the entire time. Interesting. But yeah, as the tank, you generally want to pull the griffin. I think there will be a lot of times when at least two rubble piles will be next to each other, close enough where the tank can stand behind one and the DPS can stand behind another and still hit the griffin. Winds of Winter is just an AoE, unavoidable, so I'll get my dot going here. Boom shakalaka, no problemo. We're gonna, it's at 5%, 2%, he's down. Don't have to worry about another vortex in the middle. Alright, griffin down, falls to the ground. He's a big old boy. Duty is complete. And that is Dusk Vigil. Let's get a commendation. Oh, you're already gone. So I'll just give it to the ninja, I guess. I got like all the gear. It's all level 1, I level 120, so not useful for anybody. Dusk Vigil's done. I don't have a teleport for that spot, right? The Convictory. But I'll make the turning in of the quest part of this video just to see what the text is afterward and get my etheric current. It's almost 5 p.m. here. I've dillied and dallied here and there. Not only was, or is maybe still, the U.S. women's soccer team playing Japan's in Nashville, I guess also the Canadian team is playing Brazil's, also in Nashville, in about an hour and a half. But I drink alcohol, so I don't really make enough money to where I can be like, hey, yeah, I'll just totally just take a $30, $20, whatever Uber to it. Anyway, Aetheric and Victory wield Theo, kind of dressed in white and red robes here. Do you have it, Mistress Valkyr? Hand over the ice rondelle, seemingly from the Dusk Vigil. Yes, there's no mistaking it. At last, it is ours once more. My parents presented this sapphire to me on my wedding day, as my wife and... Oh, that's a dude. Okay. As my wife and I presented it to Uhelmeric on his. One day, they would do the same for their son. But for that disgrace of an inquisitor, suspicion of heresy, what rot. He knew what he wanted from the start. By the time I secured her release, they had interrogated her for days. She was a shadow of her former self. But the final insult, the final twisting of the knife, was when my son took command at the Dusk Vigil and found the ice rondelle to be the centerpiece of the newly commissioned sculpture of the Fury. So yeah, the Fury, I suppose, was that Valkyrie kind of statue that it did have a blue crystal in its head, basically, like in the forehead area. The long spear and the big round shield, Hoplon shield. He couldn't prove it was the self-same one which had vanished, but, oh, he knew. But no more, no more. It is back with the family where it belongs. It is, admittedly, hollow comfort, yet in my waning years I must accept what little that can be had. For All the Nights to Come is now complete, as was, obviously, the Dusk Vigil, and now is this video. See you guys next time.